All right, we got it right from both players here, so let's go ahead and get game one of our 1B/2B playoffs. Oh, and Doodle hangs the bar and is going to top out at 525. Is getting pieces over, but is not going to be able to do anything with that. Tops out at 557, and Macy's going to take game two. Yeah, exactly. And Doodle's going to top out at 756. Couple missed drops, hang of a square, couldn't get anything else over. Doodle needs a bar. Oh no! Doodle's in trouble! Doodle's gonna top out at 221! No! From 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris! And we are underway here. Both players with a slightly rough start, but Duzy's going to get the first Tetris here. Gwafey's going to open back up the well. And we'll get a Tetris here. And both players were in some pretty... I mean... It's almost kind of polar opposite, both of these players' divisions and kind of experiences in their div. Gwafey came from Division 1A, which was essentially the Scooty, Neko, Cobra, and Knight show for a lot of it. Those players all won at least 5 of their 7 matches, and only kind of lost to each other, I believe. Meanwhile, Duzy's division was incredibly competitive, first to fourth, only within 8 points of each other. And it was a huge hunt there, but I suppose it's also kind of similar in other aspects, because you had 4 players that were just dominating and only really lost to each other. Meanwhile, the rest were kind of way back. 163 now for Duzy, 166 for Gwafey, but Duzy's going to get a Tetris, so will Gwafey, so we're pretty much neck and neck here. It's not Daft's world record, but it's pretty close. Yeah, I saw it. I mean, the dude's insane. Well, what else can you really say about it, really, honestly? I still believe. Both players Tetris ready right now, waiting patiently for their bar to arrive, and both will get it. Tetris for Gwafey, Tetris for Duzy. Also, yeah, hi, Crinkle. Dirty Tetris there for Duzy, and also Tetris for Gwafey. Both players, nothing really to separate them so far. Just 15,000 points less than a Tetris here. And Gwafey with a nice adjustment there. Tetris for Duzy. Tetris for Gwafey and for Duzy here. Still almost nothing to separate them. Both of them on great pace here. 80 lines in, 383 for Duzy, 378 for Gwafey. And Tetris again for Gwafey here. Both stacks are clean. Gwafey's going to tuck the T piece in there. And is going to go for a Vitz. And lands the Vitz. Very nicely done. And Tetris for Duzy and for Gwafey. It was a brutal playoff draw. I mean, that just shows how stacked both Div 1 and 2 are. That this is a playoff. Like, these two players are just of such a high caliber. You'd expect both of them should be in Div 1 at the same time next season, but that's not how the cookie crumbled this time. Tetris for Duzy. Mari in chat saying Gwafey. Nice Z-spin there for Gwafey. Tetris for Duzy and for Gwafey here. 561. Gwafey, 524 for Duzy. But I'm excited for Pasadena, honestly. I kind of put off booking flights a little bit. I was gonna... Oh, Gwafey with a misdrop there of that L piece. Scratch, we talk about Pasadena. Let's talk about this board. Gwafey needs a L piece over to the left. Gonna put a bar. Does get another bar over. Duzy now takes the lead as a result, but 5 lines until transition, and this is dangerous. But Gwafey's getting all the right pieces. And Gwafey transitions, 583, Duzy 602. And a bit of a nasty draw here for both players. Duzy does get a Tetris, though. And Gwafey's digging through this. Gets the bar over. Tetris for Gwafey. And another Tetris. 667 to 657. It's still incredibly close. Has been all game long. I tell you what, if this is how Game 1 is going to turn out, this is going to be one heck of a playoff. Both of them know what's at stake, which is a place in Division 1. Duzy looking to get up there. Gwafey looking to stay in there. But now Duzy is pulling a bit ahead here as Gwafey's trying to get the well back open. Does get the well back open. Now has to immediately cover with 2 square pieces. Doesn't put a third over there because that would be pretty inconvenient. But both players going to get a Tetris here. Nice cleanup effort there from Gwafey. Gets another Tetris over. 794 to 738. Duzy leads, but Gwafey is a little bit ahead in lines as well, which means Duzy's pace significantly better, at least right now. Miss the Vits, get him out of here. Exactly. Like, it's not about points, it's just about Vits. If you don't always go for them over everything, then what's wrong with you? Safe to say, game number 1 is definitely on the run. Indeed, indeed. Both players now on level 26. 927 for Duzy, 867 for Gwafey, 60,000 point lead. Some nice skims here for Gwafey, just needs a bar. Tetris for Duzy. Gwafey gets the bar, Tetris ready, patiently waiting. Both players patiently waiting. Bar over Tetris Gwafey. 964 Duzy, 908 for Gwafey. Duzy has to cover the well, gets it back open. Long bar over Tetris for Duzy. And Tetris for Gwafey as well, level 28. Max out Duzy, level 28. Line 224, A11 to Gwafey's 954. But Gwafey misdrops an S piece. And is going to need to skim here. 2 lines to go before 29. Oh, misdrops a bar, and Gwafey's not going to get anything over. Tops out at 955. And Duzy is going to take game number 1. GG's. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. You're not legally allowed to criticize Cat's typos. I'm not criticizing the typo itself. I'm just, like, pointing out the funny fact that of all people to call it out, it is King. I'm surprised King, I'm still showing his face proudly after the incident against Shake. Should be in Div 4, but you threw to Suds. Now that can be applied to King. Should be in Div 4, but threw to the Shake. Only host Champion Summit. Oh my goodness. My one's good as well. My one's good. The pompous and egotistic. Not even egotistical. Egotistic. No ul. Hi, Doodle. We'll be playing later on against Maisie. Much stronger start here for Gwafey. 102, Duzy 47. So a bit of a... Oh, and Duzy, early adjustment of that J piece. And he's not happy about it. I don't think the... Wait, how did Shake and King go? King got reverse swept in a best of 7. He was 3-0 up, and then Shake locked in and never looked back. Oh, it was great. Like I came in when it was 3-0. I left when it was 3-1 because I was like, okay, sure, like Shake will probably like run him close, but like surely King doesn't get reverse swept. And then Winter DMs me like, hey, it's 3-3. And then I came in just in time to see 4-3. Great stream. Gwafey's board getting a little bit high here, but getting all the right pieces. Bar over to the left. Tetris for Duzy starting to recover from that start. RIP Elo Stonks. Exactly. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not in charge of like Elo sheets, but I couldn't imagine why it wouldn't. I'd assume forfeits would drop your elo, but again, I guess it's more of like an Ampu question, not a me question. It doesn't. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, just give Mari 1,000 elo anyway. It's okay. 318 Gwafey, 224 for Duzy. Mari 3-0. Scooty nothing reported 20 times. Exactly. I would like some of that as well. Like, just 200 times, like... Maybe Scooty won 3-0. I mean, I have technically beaten Alex T. So, where is my elo? Thank you very much. Tetris for Duzy, Tetris for Gwafey. It was done on the most reliable, most elo important event of all time, Tetris Boss Battles, which, by the way, is tomorrow. Oh, God, I need to... sort out the applications for that. I have been way too busy. It's fine. Your goal is to have one win? One win, like, in your entire career? Good luck. Duzy's board a bit high here. Has to cover the well. 316 for Duzy, 416 for Gwafey. Bit of a drought going on. Gwafey finally gets the bar for a Tetris. Duzy's still waiting, does get the well uncovered, and patience pays off. Tetris for Duzy. And another Tetris for Duzy. Doodle beats you, get 2,000 elo next season. I wish I had half of that, honestly. Although I don't play comp that often, so that's probably why my elo is... Also because my consistency is about as, like, consistent. I think a random number generator is probably more consistent, but it's okay. We're gonna work on that. I'm gonna book in some... coaching with L, Trap Zone, and we will be good. We'll be cracked. You're not ready. We're putting in the work. The hours. Just for Gwafey. We're about to go to level 19 here once again. Do I stay hungry and devour? No. We play Tetris and we get maxes. Tetris for Gwafey. 574 to Duzy, who goes in at 510. In before AdamIrish CTWC 2024 training montage 2025. I mean, I was thinking of making like a video in homage to that like classic Tugi video. I was planning on like making one like that. Not exactly, not like a ripoff of it, but I have something in the, that I might be having in the works. Like call it maybe a mini documentary. But then again, I said the same thing about CTWC DAS, and I forgot to record. So yeah, but believe you me, like this year, it's bronze or bust. Bronze or bust for the AdamIrish experience. We're gonna get there. I mean, to be fair, I think quals are gonna be much more difficult this year, but we'll see. 605, Duzy, 697 for Gwafey. Yeah, that's my favorite part by far. Lifting the Q-tip. That is a great moment. Gwafey, Tetris ready, Duzy, Tetris ready, Tetris or Duzy. Hello, Knight, welcome in. Tetris again for Duzy. Gwafey is stacking very well here. Both players stacking very well. Gwafey has held on to the lead for most of this game here, owing to the slow start Duzy had. But Duzy's been keeping the pace up, only 2 Tetrises behind. So it only takes really one minor dig for Gwafey, and suddenly Duzy might be back into the lead here. Tetris for Duzy. Level 25 for both players here. Now we're going to level 26 on Gwafey's end. Hi, hi, hey, hi, 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 hey. Tetris for Duzy again. 36,000 point gap. Gwafey's not Tetris ready now, is. Builds in the dependency first and decides to put another bar to the left-hand side rather than take the Tetris. But we'll take that one. Tetris for Gwafey. 929, line 211. Duzy, 860, line 208. Gwafey takes the triple. Duzy has a column 3 Tetris open. And we'll get that column 3 Tetris. Gwafey 980, Duzy 907. And Gwafey goes in, 824, max out in the 29. 10 lines ahead, though. Duzy has to use that bar to try to stabilize, gets another bar to open back up the well. Duzy's Tetris ready. Gwafey, meanwhile, still surviving, goes into level 30. And Duzy goes in 919, but covers the well and doesn't get the L piece over. And Duzy tops out at 922, so it's Gwafey who takes game 2 here. GG's. Let's count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And also, as another reminder to everyone watching, make sure you drink fluid, preferably water. But whatever beverage. Oh, never mind. Duzy's camera died for a second there, but we're good. Drunk. Exactly. Gwafey will get the first Tetris. Duzy responds shortly after. Very similar starts for both players here. Boards are virtually identical right now. Now a bit of separation. Do I drink from the tap? I mean, Yes, I'm all fluor, like, I'm completely full of, like, fluoride is the key to being a great Tetris commentator. I know, like, American tap water is, like, probably really bad, but European water, you can drink it. You can drink it. But yes, it saves money, and hey, I'm still alive. Nice. We're saving money. Seattle tap water rules. If I'm ever in Seattle, I will have to test that. I think in America, it very much depends on where you're at. Like, yeah, absolutely. Without naming examples, yeah. $167 here for Duzy, $151 for Gwafey. But I will say, Irish tap water wasn't great. Irish tap water had a very kind of metally taste to it. But Isle of Man's water, I honestly cannot tell you the difference. Like, if you had, like, Manx tap water and, like, normal, like, bottled water, I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It was fine filter. Yeah, that's probably what was going on there. It was very very hard water in back in Ireland, but yeah, like Manx tap water is completely fine, absolutely drinkable. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't drink bottled water. Just like the microplastics, and also like you got it. This is the AdamIrish experience tip of the day. Be environmentally conscious about everything. Well, as often as you can. Like, I say that as someone who's going to be flying on a plane to Pasadena in about 3 months. But, you know, I'm planning on going to Cologne by train. I'm not going to be flying there. Okay, Mari, I'll pronounce it correctly. Pasadena. I'll just pronounce it, like, more wrong. $404 for Duzy, $353 for Gwafey. Gwafey's in a bit of trouble here. And we'll get the Tetris over. Still not 100% confirmed, but you're most likely going to see CWC, and I am pumped to meet you too, Arb. If we can, absolutely gotta do some co-commentary. For sure. Like, not only was, like, the bracket fun to watch, I'm sure it was fun to commentate as well. The commentary one is over-prepared and the other screams at 29 Tetrises. I'm gonna be over-prepared too. Like, I'm gonna have notes. I'm going to bring notes with me. Because I do write notes sometimes for some commentary. Like, sometimes when I'm doing Div 1, for example, I'll have notes. I will have notes prepared. I could just, like, put them up on, like, a screen on another monitor, but no. I like writing. I like to write. Exactly. It's good to write. It's good to write things down. It's professional, and it's also good for memory. 566 for Duzy, 498 for Gwafey. Yeah, that's good. I usually do that too. Silver Finals was peak cinema. I was like, during the silver, like, I was just only pretty much watching, like, I wasn't paying attention to the gold bracket at all during the last stages of silver, because silver was just so entertaining. I am so excited for it. But players now on level 19. Gwafey has a bit of a messy board. Duzy's going for a dirty center well. but has to cover the well here. Uncovers it. Waiting patiently for a bar. This is the worst time to get a drop. There it is! Dirty center well for Duzy. And another Tetris for Duzy. And mogging the camera. Absolutely mogged and rizzed up. The entire chat is. I mean, when you get out of something like that, you kind of earn the right to do it. 706 for Duzy, 552 for Gwafey. You're gonna do that C2 if you've seen the crowd will go insane. They'll go insane and then you'll immediately top out. And they want 5. The chat wants 5 big booms. This day gets 5 big booms. Boom, 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 boom. I think I did an extra boom there, but that's how good it is. 784 for Duzy, 666 for Gwafey. I don't know why he thumbs down. Tetris for Duzy again. Level 26, 200,000 point lead here for Duzy. Both players not quite Tetris ready here. Oh, hangs a Z piece. Duzy needs a bar over to the left. Has to cover. Trying to survive here. Covers the left just as the S piece goes over there. 923 to 740. Gwafey is going to need some great 29 to try to catch up with this no matter what happens. Duzy tops out 924. So now we have a chase down. 925 is the target. One more Tetris. Gwafey goes in 815. $924, 835, 925 is the target. 2 Tetrises and change will do it at this speed. After this, I will make sure to have the players on the correct side. It was on the wrong side. I would put them on the wrong side, but it's okay. And it looks like Gwafey's going to line out here. Does get a Tetris, never mind. 924, 902, half the Tetris will do it. Just a handful of lines. Andrew saying, be a triple merchant. Just over 8,000 to go. 7,000, still going. Handful more. Needs a bar over to the left, gets a bar over to the left. One more burn, there it is. And Gwafey's gonna take game number 3. And I suppose it would probably be a good idea now to get these switched over. So that we have everything on the correct side. There we go. And let's switch the cameras over as well. Because that would be for the real one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is the realest of real game number 4s that there is. Gwafey leads by 3-1. And Duzy with an interesting setup here. Opts to just tuck the S in rather than wait for the square and then J tuck. But yeah, to keep talking about CTWC, I'm excited. Like, I'm super excited. Like, $142 for Gwafey, $108 for Duzy. Just was looking at some work stuff. I'm all good. Let me just yeah. All right. It's fine. Just sorting out some work stuff because moving, all that sort of thing. 242 Gwafey, 228 for Duzy. Gwafey gets a Tetris here. Players still stacking pretty cleanly. Fairly efficiently as well. Am I moving back to Ireland? No, I'm moving to the UK, Manchester. They're still stacking very well. Sorry, I'm a bit silent for this. I'm just dealing with some work stuff right now. Manchester's close to Liverpool. Yeah, it's like 30 minutes away. 30 minutes away. But players gonna get more Tetrises down here. Just 380 points separating the two players. You want to do UK trip at some point, and part of that would be an Everton match. I mean, that's good. I mean, Liverpool fan, so Everton is the bitterest of rivals, the sworn enemy, but that would be cool, especially because they have their new stadium now, so that'll be awesome. But I don't know if you have been to Goodison. Have you ever been to Goodison? You gross. I mean, And Gwafey goes into level 19, 626. And JDH saying someone tell Duzy to speed it up because he can play his match against Merker in Paldas. You heard him. And now it's level 21 for both players. Just 5,800 points separating the two right now. I got everything sorted. And now Duzy's going to get Tetris 698 to Gwafey 664. Dirty Tetris here for Gwafey. Doodle asking Duzy to simply just win faster. Because that just happens. The player's hovering right at 70% Tetris rate right now, which, honestly, we need to bring back and continue to, like, re-normalize, like, talking about Tetris rates. Because I know with how good everyone is, like, people can just, like, pull 1.2s out of nowhere. But, you know, I still like talking about it. Gwafey's in trouble. Gwafey's going to top out at 735. And Duzy is going to take game number 4. We're tied. It's 2-2. And will it indeed come alive for one of these players? We're tied 2-2. Who can break the tie in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So we go again. This has been such a back and forth affair so far. Both players very much looking like they could take this. And I'm excited to see which way this ends up blowing. $184 here so far for Gwafey. 91% Tetris rate. Duzy on 126. Duzy is cleaning up the board right now. Gonna get a nice double with the T-piece. And we'll get a Tetris, and so will Gwafey. Tetris here for Gwafey. $397 to $251 here. Duzy with a bar dependency right now is going to skim with a J and get the bar for a triple. Both players about 80 lines or so in, and Gwafey so far is the one with quite the lead here, 150,000 points plus 6 Tetris, almost 7 Tetrises. But of course, as you go on in the levels, the amount of points per Tetris and line clear increase dramatically. Going up to, oh, double flip there for Duzy. The bane of all Tetris players, especially Roller's existence, is that double flip. And Duzy's not quite getting the pieces to get that left side uncovered. Is starting to get him now. Does get the left side uncovered, but covers with the square just as a bar arrives. But Duzy is keeping the board stable at least. But now Gwafey's ahead by 218,000 points. Sempro saying this might be Ramations. Duzy might get out of this, you know. But now 10 Tetris lead here for Gwafey. Almost a perfect clear as well. Duzy's going for a super aggressive, dirty Tetris. My goodness. And still he goes. A bit of a spire forming of S's. These pieces are trying to take Duzy down, but Duzy's not giving up. Meal Gwafey just sitting with a casual 270,000 point lead. 90% Tetris rate. And Gwafey goes in, well, not goes in actually, goes in at 696, Duzy 387. As you do. 307,000 point lead, Tetris for Gwafey, but this is not over. This is not over yet. By no means. We could be on for something special if Duzy can manage to get this chase down. Although both players still going right now, so you never know how high that lead could climb. Gwafey's still with a 90% Tetris rate. Gets another Tetris. Colby Mima. Alex, well, Arb just said it. Alex TV Sunny deficit. Yeah, everyone's catching straights. I think I've probably fallen into that kind of deficit as well. 801 for Gwafey, 520 for Duzy. Hi, meme. Just as meme pops in chat, Zempro just has to just say it again. Gwafey in full control here, but you never know what can happen. Oh, Gwafey with a very high S-Spire needs to burn and burn quickly. Does get that bar over to the left side. Those pieces being very kind to Gwafey there for those burns to happen. 921 to 649. Although the pace has slowed slightly, still just 8 Tetrises in the lead. You know, just like peanuts, you know, compared to the 11 that was previously, but still 300,000 points. And Gwafey not really letting up here. Duzy needs to score all the Tetrises he can as soon as possible. Ryan Hamburger reading comprehension. Max out on 26 for Gwafey, A34 to Duzy, 696. Duzy's getting droughted. Does open up the center well. And gets the center well Tetris. Still 300,000 points behind. You wish your name was Skibbity Besties? I mean, Meme, what's stopping you? What is stopping you from just changing your username on Twitch.tv on everything to just Skibbity Besties? Or just Skibbity? Or are you calling us Besties? Either name, Skibbity Besties, someone come up with that as an alt name right now. It's because Meme of All Time is already a baller username. Just add Skibbity to the end of it. B51 for Gwafey, 795 into 29 here for Duzy. Duzy is still alive, and as a result, we'll still have a chance here. But almost a 400,000 point lead here. Tetris for Duzy. Duzy needs a bar. Doesn't get a bar. Got a top out at 841. Gave it a good go. Took Gwafey to 29 speeds, but Gwafey's going to take game number 5. We're now finally at match points. Gwafey's still going. Just F46. My goodness. About to roll over. Roll over in level 35. Just as you do. Why is Gwafey still playing? Look at that score. Roll over in the playoffs. 1.679 million. My goodness, the glasses are off. Both players here, game number 6. Can Gwafey get it done, or will Duzy take us to game 7? Let's get it on. Let's get it done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris, Paldas, Tetris rating, party of 7. He had a very close pal match with JDH. I gotta watch more Paldas Tetris. Like, I watched a lot of it not too long ago, but I need to like get more. I'm also been meaning to start playing Paldas. I absolutely need to play more Paldas, and you should too. Gwafey, my goodness, that Spire scared me there for a sec, but Gwafey gets it down with the Tetris. Maisie says it was 294.79, the amount of lines, Gwafey. But yeah, like, my goodness, that... the match of a life... or that game of a lifetime there. But, where do we go from here? Is Duzy now about to do the exact same thing? Is Gwafey gonna one-up it? Or are we just gonna have some boring 1.1s and all that? Just boring rookie scores. Wonder if you get a NES clone console that can do PAL. I mean, I'm doing that. I'm not sure your CRT will be able to do that. I mean, I'm hoping to get a CRT that will be able to at least accommodate. I don't know. I don't know where to really start. And like, as soon as I move, like literally probably like week 1 is when I'm going to start getting like my console stuff set up. Because the main reason I haven't been able to do it yet is because the Isle of Man is basically impossible for like getting anything over here. whether it's clone consoles or like if I have to order in a CRT. And like even if I did get all that stuff in, getting it over is the hard part because moving a CRT. Ooh. Most Magnavoxes and older Sonys. All right. I'll note that myself. 265 for Gwafey, 218 for Duzy. Both players in a drought right now. Both boards increasing in height a little bit. Tetris for Duzy. Gwafey's waiting patiently for a bar. We'll get it. $552 for Gwafey, 480. Any Shark rating, party of 8. Welcome in. Boat player, and Duzy's going to go in at to level 19, 576. Gwafey, 648. But much closer here by probably a magnitude of almost like 10. Nice S-spin there for Gwafey. And we'll get the bar over for a Tetris. I'm wondering if that's good for comp as well, JDH. $847 Gwafey, $747 for Duzy. Nice double there for Duzy. Bar dependency. Gwafey fills it in. Gwafey's ahead by half a Tetris here. 884 to 838. Both players are still going super strong. Duzy with a bit of a J dependency there, fills it in with a Z, gets the well back open. Hello, Jay. Welcome in. Just saw you in here. Duzy opens the well up. Gwafey's ahead by 5 lines. I think music is a little bit on the high end. And a B36 here for Gwafey, 959 for Duzy. Gwafey's starting to pull away. Gwafey goes in to 29, B81, 997 for Duzy. And this is must win for Duzy here. So is going to need to try to get down this score, but is Tetris ready setting up here? Doesn't get the key, he needs to try to get the well back open somehow. Getting those pieces left and right is going to be important. Hangs the bar! And that's going to be it for Duzy at A13. And Gwafey, C36. With 2 incredible games to top it all off, is going to take Game 6. And Gwafey is going to stay in Division 1 for Season 29. And Duzy put up one heck of an effort. Some fantastic games in there. But just simply outscored, outpaced, and out-endurance by Gwafey with 2 unbelievable games back-to-back. Not going to be back-to-back rollovers, unfortunately, but I don't think Gwafey cares. He's staying in Division 1. And I tell you what, with that kind of performance, who knows in Season 29 how high he'll go. GG's.
Hello, Tyler. It's the king of the Restreams here. You know, people are probably thinking, oh, King's gonna give his usual, I'm gonna kick your ass, I'm gonna whip your butt, you know, Vandy's fat. You know, thinking everybody's gonna come and think the King's gonna do something like that. But, you know, let's be honest. This is not gonna be a promo battle because you've already won. Whatever you're gonna show is gonna blow everybody's mind away. You are the king of the promos now. I have relinquished the title. I cannot keep up with you in that regard. So King, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna sit silent, not say anything? No. I'm gonna do what I do best, and that's be a fat ass and treat myself to a victory meal before the match even happens. And I'm gonna do it at your favorite spot. Look at this type. This is the stuff that you're missing out on. Look at this. Look at this delicious chicken, man. This is some Louisiana garlic chicken wings. They look pretty good, man. And then they give me some sauce here, some buttermilk ranch. And we got the sweet heat, right? Got a little sweet heat because King can't get enough of the spiciness. We're gonna see how spicy these are, because maybe I'll be as spicy when I whip your ass in this match that we're gonna play. It's pretty spicy. It's pretty good, Ty. It's pretty good, Ty. Good thing we have some fries to kind of cool it off. They even give you a biscuit. I even get a biscuit too here. Isn't that crazy, Ty? But you would know that because your fat ass loves to eat all this stuff. So I saved you the piece de resistance. Not only we have 6-piece wings, some fries, a little biscuit. Just got a little strawberry lemonade. Lemonade is good, bro. I probably should be drinking it, but it doesn't matter. YOLO. The piece de resistance is right here. in this bag, right? They give you those sandwiches in those nice warm bags so that it stays heated. And here it is, Ty. The thing that you can't eat anymore because you don't want to take a 2-hour trip to go get anything like this. Look at this beautiful chicken sandwich. This is the ghost pepper chicken sandwich. How spicy is it? I'm gonna take a bite. That's a good chicken sandwich. That's a damn good chicken sandwich time. We do have to celebrate one more thing. Because when I win tonight, we're going to do this. We're going to open up the ketchup packet. And we're going to do it in style, baby. You know, I'm a man of reason. I'm a man that does things smart. I put the ketchup on the bun. We put the ketchup on the bun. So that when you add it to the food, we don't do nonsense like this, where I look like a goof. Oh man, that's terrible. How you do it, bro? How you do it? This is nasty. Regardless, tonight for you, Ty. It's the end for me too. You're donezo.
Yeah, you didn't put me on the Fave 5. Was still hard but thrown out to the wayside. Hopes and aspirations, but now they died. But on my back is where my hands remain tied. Yeah, you didn't put me on the Fave 5. Was still hard but thrown out to the wayside. Hopes and aspirations, but now they died. But on my back is where my hands remain tied.
Nah, cut the corny shit. It doesn't make sense. This match is lopsided. It's easy win. I'm Tetris, and I'm back for more. I only signed for CTL so I can settle the score. Fuck a promo, it's what you need to cut. Keep up with Dopa, it's your job in the hut. You're just like your laptop, cause you can barely run. And your record with Marks, 30-41. I was asking me for slides because you both can't make a go to one. Got Rocky on the mic. What's up, my dude? Time to poke some fun. He can't record a max inside the reeler. Tetris Jim taught me for I disparage, embarrass him, then I'll bury him. But would he fit ironic? Cause odds I think they are very slow. Varying like his play in this league, cause Jordan can't carry him.
Change the beat up, he's self-depleted. His max is cheated, he should concede it. Of course I'm leaning, but it's been 3 years in this division. He is not winning.
And neither am I. Welcome back to Div 5. Right back where you belong like it is Friday Night Fights. I'd say stay in your lane, but you're a little too wide. I ain't talking the Australian kind. Got more maxes in the season than you got in your career. I guess I'm like the headlights and I guess you're like the deer. CEO of CTL, we hear the letters loud and clear. NGL and TBH, your END is near. You're built like a sphere, Mr. OPs of the year. I'm a star, Mercy here? No, call me Kier, call you March. Gonna poo-poo all up in your chair. Gonna end the season 0-6 and in despair. You and Logan Paul, that was real funny. You chuckle white claw, you're bad like the bunny. You beating me, nah, King, you're a dummy. The food that you gnaw gave you that tummy, but I will throw if you give me some money. King, you're a toast, you're so bad, it's so cunning. I got a feature, and it'd be funny. Sonny?
Hey King, it's so nice of you to have found all of that weight that Tyler lost. Anyway, Tyler, can I have my appearance fee now? Thanks.
Kingsmen, you've been known to use AI music. Me personally, I'd never use it. Now I'm gonna sing some funny things with my completely real voice in a diss song about you. You're so caca and you're big, so big, and you are bald too, so you need a wig. You're not that tall, no DOS control. You couldn't survive level 18 even if you could roll. You're from New York, home of the Big Apple, but that's the last fucking food you would ever tackle. And now with my real voice, I'm gonna sing.
But wouldn't you say King has a lot of heart to be facing you tonight?
Yeah, you're right. He does have a lot of heart. Problems! And bitch, you know I solve them. You wave the white flag like you're a Frenchie, not the possum. Bottom of the dip, I'm near the top, I blossom. Guess you could say...
Yeah, now that we know that you get paid to being in those diss tracks, I wonder how much Sunny made. We have both players ready. Let's go ahead and get these two counted down for game number 1 for the final matchup in Division 4B. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left, your self-proclaimed fat ass. I hope someone clipped that. Playing Task out of the United States with a PB of 999,999, the max outs. It's probably closer to like 1.04 or 1.05 if I remember correctly. Welcome in, Kingsman. And on the right, your diss track specialist with a completely real and non-AI voice. Rolling on the United States. He's got a PB of 1,412,000. It is Tyler Tetris. And right now, Tyler is going to need to bring the board down a bit. King has just taken the lead. You know, I was mentioning earlier that, you know, Kingsman has been a bit improved as of late. Tyler's 18 has actually improved a bit as of late. Because Tyler had been focusing on, you know, basically just going perfect as long as he can. And then, of course, that leaked through his comp. Oh, that's a bad hang for Kingsman. Oh, the bar doesn't go over. It'll take one more burn. But he's going to be done at 63,000. Tyler, up 1-0.